Sega.
This is the qualifying rounds of the men's triple jump. 8 competitors going head-to-head. This event has really caught the imagination of the public. 80,000 people here watching this. Not a great round, I'm afraid to say. The first round, a tough one. Well, 3 ends still to go, and that means there's plenty of time left to get back into this competition after a decent start. Well, that was a struggle through all 3 phases. Wasn't able to really get momentum to flow, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Let's take a look at that replay. That was all right. Could do much better though, and that scoreboard underlines it, middle of the pack. Oh dear. Well, that just wasn't good enough. Here's another check at the scoreboard in the triple jump. Here we go in the latest round of the triple jump. Let's have a look at the confirmation. It's a new personal best.
Next up, the competitor representing South Korea.
Last chance saloon, 6th and final attempt. I think that exposed a slight flaw in his technique. Well, that was all right. I don't think there are good. The Olympic Stadium, and the next event is the 200 metres, half a lap of the track, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of support for these 8 athletes. Well, he's made a great start there, showing great technique, good strength as well. The halfway point fast approaching here. Now's the time for these athletes to really make their move. Leading is South Korea, Italy in second. Approaching the closing stages of the 200 metres. South Korea finished first, they'll proceed to the final. Second place for Italy, who qualify. And qualifying in third, it's Japan. Well, that's a really strong performance. A small glimpse of the potential of this athlete. Outstanding start, off the blocks quickly, straight into the stride pattern, and then it was a case of showing some heart through the middle part. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium for the running of the men's 200 metres final. The crowd goes quiet. Silence as the athletes take to the blocks. And we're off. Really should be in a better position. Approaching halfway. Out in front, Italy. Very, very tight at the front of this. Italy crowned Olympic champions as they take gold. Japan in second place takes silver, bronze for South Korea. To take a medal at the Olympic Games is always a good sign. It doesn't matter whether it's silver or bronze. A really good effort. What a proud and emotional moment this is as the gold medal hangs around the neck. A nation united as one as they stand for the national anthems to celebrate years and years of hard work and dedication. London 2012 Aquatic Centre here in Stratford. This is the gateway to the Olympic Park, built specifically for these games. Well, that was all right. Not bad at all. Well, here's the replay. Well, let's have a look at the scores. Well, a decent start made in that first end. It will improve, though, with a better second round. But still not at the halfway point yet. Plenty of time for the athlete to improve. Good performance, that. Here's the replay. Well, how do the judges rate this performance? Well, there's still work to do here. 5th place after the latest round. Needs to score well with this dive. This is number 3. That was nice. I think that was all right. Still very much a work in progress, that last dive. Well, let's see how the judges rated that. Well, that was a middle-of-the-pack performance, I'm afraid to say. Not the best, but certainly not the worst dive of this athlete's life. Well, that's a good choice. Well, that round shows just how strong this competitor can be. The question is, though, is it a repeatable performance? Well, let's see how that last dive affects the current scoreboard. A number of options that the diver can take. Is it going to be the case of pushing herself, or will it be a case of playing safe? Well, that was a good performance, although not really impacting on the scoreboard, but it certainly shows exactly what this competitor is capable of. Not what this athlete had in mind. These are the final standings, though, just enough for qualification. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium then for the qualifying rounds of the men's 100 metres.
On your mark.
This stadium bespoke for the Olympic Games and really is a state-of-the-art venue. Stunning to look at. And I think the athletes have quite enjoyed the venue too. Let's take a quick look at the lineup for this event. Nerves must really be kicking in right now. They're away. So evenly matched, these athletes. This is going to be tight. In first place, Russia. It's now down to the line. South Korea finish first, now proceed to the final. Going through in second, it's Russia, and China take third. That sees them qualify. Well, this athlete promised to get through to the final, and that's exactly what... This really should bring the best out of these athletes. You've got to achieve what you set out to achieve. If not, you lose precious, precious points. Well, it's just a shame the end didn't quite match the start with that dive. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. Well, this is the moment where the divers have a chance to take destiny back into their own hands. It's a real key to pick a tough dive, but one that certainly is achievable. Pleasing stuff from South Korea. I'm sure they'll be content with that last dive. Let's check on the replay. That was a fairly good dive, and I think the judges will quite like it. Well, this is quite hard, not the most difficult. It's a really good dive, that, and quite rightly happy with it. Here is the replay. Well, that was no doubt a pleasing dive, and I'm sure the judges will be fairly happy with what they've just seen. Dive number 4 then. This is a big moment, a really, really tough dive selected. Well, that's a good takeoff from the platform. Great entry into the water. I think she'll be pleased with that. That's a decent dive. So a 4th position on the scoreboard for this athlete after that round. A respectable position, but I'm sure the athlete's wanting better than that. Well, this is going to be really tough. One of the hardest dives to choose. Whichever way you want to look at it, this athlete can certainly do better than that. Here's the replay. It was an ambitious dive, but just not executed at all. Not the best performance, but certainly not the worst from this athlete. Welcome along to the Olympic Stadium. This place packed to the rafters, and everybody is focused now on the grandstand and the 100 meters. This really is exciting. Well, he's gone too early there, and that's going to cost him. He realizes the pressure just told there. Everyone else remains on their blocks, but he shamefully has to walk back. Has a letter against his name. Needs to move through the pack. Who wants gold? Russia take gold! It's silver for China. South Korea take bronze. Well, no gold medal on this occasion, but that's not dampening the celebrations. This athlete delighted to finish on the podium. Well, it's time now to crown the Olympic champion. The flags fly high, as now we'll pause for a moment to reflect on a terrific performance. Let's see who's got what then in terms of medals. This is the... Guards parade for the first event of this session. This venue steeped in history, but who will be the history makers today?
0-0.
Wow, what fantastic play there, and the winner comes with a shot straight down the middle. It's a point loss there. They really need to up the game in this one. Can they learn from their mistakes? Pressure's starting to build on our teams who can hold their concentration. Absolutely fantastic display of beach volleyball. They take the point. Well, here she goes with a serve. Where will this take us? Great work to take the point. Now what can they do from here? Serve starts now. Can we get a good rally? She's got to be happy with that. She finished it beautifully down the line for a well-earned point. Not showing any nerves with that serve. Well, a point lost there. They'll be absolutely kicking themselves over that one, but they can't let it get them down. And of course, that first set now means they take the lead. So it's the first serve of the second set now. Here we go. And there you go, a shot straight down the middle. That really was a well-earned point for this team. Playing so well there and quite rightly take the point as a result. It was very much the approach play then that forced the error from their opponents. Deservedly so, they take the point. What really great play, yet another point on the board. They are miles out in front at this stage. Well, you don't get a better win than that. They've got to be happy with that. 2-0, and just listen to the crowd.
Some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about this place? 80,000 people jammed in here for the next event. That's a foul attempt. That's not legal, I'm afraid. You'll have to have another go in the next round. Well, the crowd definitely up for this event. Round 2. Well, this athlete's capable of an awful lot more than that. An average performance on this occasion. Well, he really can do better. One of the key things to the technique of throwing a discus is to impart as much spin on it as possible. The greater the spin, the greater the gyroscopic stability. Look at the celebration! He's smiling, he's delighted. It's a new personal best. Well, that's very close to a new personal best. Fifth attempt now. That's over 50 metres as it lands. 7th after that round, and the scoreboard confirms there's still plenty of work to do. Needs good technique to spin round in that circle before exploding into life and releasing the discus into the London air. Well, not bad, not bad. The fans have applauded, but I think he knows he's missed out here. Years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind.
0-0.
Well, after all of that, they get the point. Look what it means to them. A good, strong serve to start. Setting the court alive with their play. Absolutely deserve that point. Superb play on court, a real fantastic rally starting to build now. Oh, the crowd love that dig. Digs it to the partner. Very good dig. She gets low with the dig, matches that with the block. Digs it really well to set things up. She gets low for the dig, gets the block and pressure's mounting. Digs it to the partner, pulls off the dig and the rally keeps going. Fantastic dig there. Returns with a solid dig, pulls off the dig. Great technique in that dig. Just listen to the crowd appreciating that dig. Great dig. Great play with that dig. Great technique with the dig. Well, what an impressive shot, straight down the middle. It was just too good, and they lose the point. Great teamwork, forcing the error from their opponents means they get the point.
3-1.
What an awesome display of beach volleyball on court today. That's a point won and a point on the board for them. Their team play is just not up to scratch there as they lose the point. Can they pull themselves together and focus on getting this right? Fantastic rally building here. Which team are going to slip up? End of the first set now, and they nail it with that one. I think they'll be the first to admit that was just not good enough play there, and that will lose them the point. What a great shot, straight down the middle. The point's quite rightly theirs. They're working so hard for this. So here we go, trying to build up the rally now. Well, as you can see, they're definitely happy with that. Straight down the middle, that's a point for them with that shot.
2-2.
The crowd go wild and they respond. What a point won.
3-2.
Well, it's a point lost there, and as you can see, that's so disappointing for them. We really need them to pull together now. Precision play on court, real teamwork. They deserve the point.
South Korea to serve.
That's a very good serve. Well, a very impressive win there, 2-0. No one can question what a strong performance we've just witnessed. Well, to wrap up all the action from this event, it's over to Seth Bennett. That's it from me, Alison Kirbishley.
Well, a moment of real celebration, a moment of relaxation as well. Emotion etched all over her face. And